This race is a Formula multi-class race. Well, I had a wildly different setup to everybody else as we immediately see someone absolutely bin it on the pit wall. I know it's a classic F1 car, but pit limits still exist. Unfortunately, in our racing game, we went full speed there into the wall, didn't quite work out. But jumping straight to qualifying then, as I said, I've gone for the low downforce preset configuration, whereas most people seem to be going for either default or possibly even the higher downforce spec, which I didn't know at the time, as I just immediately got off at Eau Rouge and disallow my first lap. So we'll try again on the second attempt to see if we can do a decent lap. But this was the week 13 event for iRacing, which is just great fun. Hence, we've got Formula Multi-Class. So we've got the Williams FW31, which is the 2009 Williams F1 car. Class 2 is the Lotus 79, and then Class 3 is the Lotus 49. I think the 79 is from 1977, if I recall correctly, and the 49 is from 67, something like that. So we've got quite a big difference here in pace between this car and the older cars. But won't worry too much about that for now. We'll just concentrate on this quali lap for now, and then, of course, the setup differences between me and seemingly most of the other modern Williams class for whatever reason. But decent enough lap so far. A little bit deep there, big lockup, push you right out. You do not want to be on that sort of lighter coloured tarmac out wide there. It really just slows you down. You've got to stay on a darker coloured tarmac on iRacing. It's so important. There's such little grip offline. So that definitely compromised. It cost me a little bit of time. And again, they're not quite hit my apex, but not too bad either. You know, it's not an easy car to drive, but it's great fun. I tell you what, you really feel how much lighter it is than the more modern cars, even in iRacing, driving the 2022 Mercedes versus this. You can really feel the weight difference, and it feels so much nicer to drive, to be honest. And of course, got these classic V8 engines as well. Although the 2009 Williams was a pretty poor race car, actually. It was far from one of the best. It'd be awesome to have something like a Broad or something in the game, but it's still awesome to drive, so I thoroughly enjoyed this week 13 event, and I wish to make it a more permanent fixture, as you saw in the video earlier in the week. But anyway, there's my qualifying. They're pretty good. Other than that little minor mistake, do run out of fuel slightly towards the end there, but we still somehow managed to scrape pole position. A 48.8 was our time, and it gives us pole position. As I said, at this point, I didn't know I had lower wings as everybody else. I assumed it was the same. So getting a decent launch there off the grid. We've got everyone just close behind. And you can see Robert in P2 got 6,000 I rating, so he should be really, really quick. But having a decent launch there, no problem at all. At this time, I didn't realise how to put the Williams livery on, and Robert knew that. My bad. I've got it on from now for future, but I just went blue. I was like, well, why can't you choose the Williams livery? I'll make it blue instead. But anyway, so I had a good run through there. I had to lift quite a lot with the cold tyres on lap 1, which gave him a good run. Now he's right tucked under my rear winglet, even though I've got low wings. But look, I'm still able to pull away. Now, this was my first indication in this race that I was going to be potentially lower on wings than everybody. I was a bit surprised by that, but it wasn't night and day. He was struggling a little bit there, losing the car, just struggling to get this car up and ready to go. And here I was like, no, you know what, I'm going to let him send it because, you know, I'm struggling at the moment to get the car ready to go. And yeah, you can see there the not only his higher wings giving him better corner speed, but also me being offline there really negatively affected me. We can hear a car super close behind. If you look in the bottom right, that's your relative, so just 2 tenths behind, while we've got 7 tenths of the car in front, so the car behind's super, super close to me. But at this point, I haven't lost too much time to Robert in front. As I said, with hindsight, I know that he's got quite a lot higher wings than me. And look at this in this straight. Now, this is, I think, the first time that I've got an indication of, oh, hold on. I've got a vastly different setup to these guys, because look at that. We've gone from being 2 tenths clear of the car behind and 8 tenths away from the car in front to literally reversing that by the end of the straight. Absolute madness. We just gained about 6 tenths down that one straight alone. And I still feel like I'm getting up to speed with things here a little bit, really. So now we're pretty close to Robert again all of a sudden, but look how much time we lost with that final corner. I'm so bad on that chicane. I really do struggle with it. But going for a Rouge, I think we're just about flat there. No, a little lift at the bottom. So we're still not quite flat. Quite close to Robert here. Oh, we went again on him with some slipstream and our low wings. I mean, look at this overspeed. No DRS, of course, in this. We fly around his outside, but I just didn't want to go full send. He brakes super late anyway. Fair play for him to get that move down, but I just didn't want to go full aggression. I'm still just, you know, getting embedded into this race. It's unwise in our races to go super aggressive super early, so I decided against that. And again, running wide in this corner. I always struggle with that. That was the red car up alongside me, and he's sort of trying to go on the outside, but didn't quite work out. But gets a beautiful switchback with his higher wings, and he's now firming up inside. But again, my lower wings just allow me to just pull away. Don't quite get clear of him. Not quite. He outbrakes me. Fair play. He gets me done. I kind of jump out of the way a little bit, and I drop all the way down to P4 here. But again, we know I've got the super low wings, and the red car, Tyler, runs wide there, compromises the green car as well. Bit of gravel on my tyres. The red car is off. Tyler is in the bin. Unfortunately for him, a little bit more gravel. But now we know we should be easy to get down. I mean, look at this. Look, I just go on the outside because I know it's GG's. So I don't even need to worry. See you later. See you later, Derek. GG's back up to P2. So very briefly down to P4 there. And just about keeping that clean, I believe. and back up to P2. And I know this is my section on the track. Okay, this chicane isn't. I'm terrible at it. My setup isn't designed for it. But other than that, this is my section of the track for sure. Ricciardo gets a lovely exit. Is he going to have a little look at us? He's going to tuck under our rear wing, but we'll still be able to pull away slightly as we build up the speed. Not too much. Is he going to send this? No, no. Again, I wasn't too worried about defending it because I knew worst case scenario, he sends it. I'll get him back down the next straight anyway. And I wonder if maybe my rivals start to be a bit more aware of this as well, possibly, as the race goes on. It is going to be a 9-lap race, so we're only on lap 3. We just started lap 3, so we've got a little way to go. But if you look at the gap to the leader now, 3 seconds. Okay, that's before my long straight, but the gap's only going to go up again in the next straight as we pass the first lapped car, the Lotus 49. So 3-second gap there. We do get that back down to about 1.5 seconds here, so we're just starting to build into our pace now. I think at the start we were just really struggling with those cold tyres and just struggling just to get kind of settled into the race, even though we just come off doing a pole position that. But now we're really starting to close in on Robert in front, and now I know now for sure, right, I've got much slower wings than these guys. I'm much quicker in a straight. I just have to be somewhere near at the end of the second sector, and it's GG's. There's nothing they can do because I'm getting so much down this straight. He gets a little bit held up by traffic there. I'm thinking, okay, this is my opportunity here because he's been compromised. I get slightly compromised there, but only really by missing an apex. It wasn't too bad, but I'm closer at this point than I have been all race long, other than sort of lap 1. So we're still only 7 tenths here going through Pouon. Is it Pouon or Blanchiment? I always get confused. One of those two. And still only 8 tenths back, 7 tenths back. So I'm thinking, okay. Although we don't look that close, and he's going to gain a bit more on us through these next couple of corners, I'm thinking, this is our opportunity. We can easily gain. I mean, we're definitely gaining over a second over these 2 long straights. So I'm thinking, this is my opportunity here. This is my opportunity. So 1.3 seconds in the bottom right there as we start this straight. He does get a bit of slipstream off the Lotus 49 there. But he stays nice out of the way, so that's not a worry for us. 1.1, we've already gained 2 tenths. There's 3 tenths, 4 tenths. Absolute flat. No, still a little lift through there. A little bit wide. Try to keep it flat to stay as close up as I possibly can. And we gained, what was that? What did I say? 1.3. We gained 7 tenths of a second. 7 tenths down that one straight alone. So now we're just 6 tenths away, 7 tenths away, 6 tenths away. And now I'm thinking, okay, just a good turn 1, and we can definitely have a go at him down the long straight. He goes a little bit deep there as well, which is super handy for us. Okay, perfect. Stay out of the dirty air. Just 6 tenths back now, 5 tenths back now. The exit turn 1. I'm now flat for a Rouge as well. Now we've got the confidence back up, and this should be GG's. Down to 4 tenths already. This should be easy GG's. Not only am I massively quicker, but also now the slipstream, of course, is going to aid me massively. And yeah, look at this. Look at this. It's just easy pickings. I don't even bother getting too much slipstream. We don't need it. We don't need it. And we retake the race lead. But remember, it's not over because he's absolutely wrapped in this middle sector. So that's what I need to do. And now my plan is just stay ahead. Dirty Air is fairly strong in this car. I've just got to stay ahead for that middle sector, which I do manage to do. Exit turn 1 though, for some reason, he just seems to back off. It is week 13. It was an unofficial event, so you can retire early and not have any negative effects from it. So I think he decided to just retire early, maybe go do another race there as he saw that he wasn't going to be able to beat me. But yeah, we do end up crossing the line and taking the win. Lots and lots of cars around us at the line, but thoroughly enjoyed that race. Lots and lots of wheels at the end to celebrate, and then eventually binned it. But we don't talk about that. But yeah, just really enjoyed that race. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. It was really interesting, the vastly different setups. I mean, often you get little bits of difference in setups, but seeing it being that vastly different, I mean, I was 20 kilometers an hour faster in the straights without any slipstream or anything affecting me. So that's the difference. And it was a really interesting race. Super, super dynamic. At the start, really struggling for speed, and, you know, eventually going, okay, I can do something. I just need to just improve in the middle sector and just get close enough. And then it'll be easy pickings, and that's exactly what we did. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought down in the comments as well about this kind of post-commentary. That was a late night race I did. I think that was maybe a half 1 a.m. race that I did because I was working late that night, so I thought, I fancy doing a race. But it was off stream. Normally, you know, this channel is all stream highlights. I know I'm waffling now, but this channel is all stream highlights. Do let me know down in the comments what you thought of the post commentary. This is a bit more, I guess, Super GT style, almost like highlights of what's happened as opposed to with post commentary, as opposed to just stream highlights. So maybe we could do a few more of these in the future if you guys like it. Anyway, guys, catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.